Late for my own show. Late for my own show. What the hell is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'll tell you. Why do I happen to, bless it. Wait a second. All right. Sorry, Rex. I'll get you a link. Ah, dang it. Ah, these alerts are killing me. Good God. Stop it with, oh, I gotta stop with the link, stupid thing. Hey, what's up? Hey, Apex After Dark. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Here's the link, Rex. Oh boy, am I not professional? Who is? Hey, Corey. Uh, sorry being so late. I'm not used to being late for my own dang show. Corey, how you doing? All right. Let me put the link in the Corey to the chat since I'm such a fun guy. Let me go ahead and put it in. My bad, everybody. All right, here it is. All right, come on in. Here's the link right here, Corey. Come on in. Rex, I sent you the link. Oh, let's go and play a. While I'm here, I'm going to add something else. Let me go ahead and play my intro, if I can, real quick. Good God. I can't believe I'm late for my stupid show. It's all right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me, oh, good Lord. Oh, where it is. Wait a minute. Good God, where is it? Oh. No, it's not it. Oh, I cannot get to my, here it is. Here it is. All right. Hey. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good. Late as hell. My dumbass. I thought my old time was 12. I looked at it, called, oh, I got some time. Wait a minute. I went, holy shit. And Rex says link. I went, oh, crap. Late for my own damn show. So, welcome to Apex After Dark after I've snoozed. Welcome, Corey Dig, I guess, or DLG is how you go by.
DLG, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Good. I'm glad you found the link. It's easy. It was just right there just at your snapping. And I sent Rex the link, so he'll be here soon enough. Let me make sure I sent it right. I know I did. Yep, I did. I sent the link out. Rex, go ahead if you haven't already. Maybe he's on another show. I don't know. Whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and play my my intro. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I'll go and play it like a professional.
All right.
God. This is not my usual self, but you know things do happen. Where am I? Yeah, that's it. That's it. There we go. Yes. Yeah, welcome again, Apex After Dark. We have our friend Corey here. He's here promoting his wonderful Kickstarter project. What's the name of your project there, Corey?
So it's called Teen Hero Squad Save Yourself, and it's the first of 3 issues. And it's fun. It's kind of my punk rock homage to Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that.
So that's kind of the core common sense of it is if Legion of Superheroes was maybe rebooted in that same way, like the '80s kind of kickstarted comic books again,
Hmm.
it wouldn't be so gee golly whiz and so chummy and so Cosmic Boy's best friends with Superboy kind of a feel. It would be a little bit more like, all right, let's go do this thing, and then let's all go our separate ways and leave me alone. Like, so
All right.
it's kind of the vibe.
Oh man, that's cool, man. Let me go look up your campaign on the indie. I'm assuming, are you on your phone or are you on a laptop?
I'm on my phone. My laptop's been real cranky lately, so
Oh, I understand. Let me go
yeah.
search for it. By the way, before I do that, I want to say hello to the mighty chat here since they've so patiently waited for my dumbass to come on.
Yeah, they
Hey,
out,
Devil
man.
Fly, they're wonderful, but God bless, I'm so stupid. Yeah, there you go. That's promoting Devil Momentum's YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Flyer Momentum, who's Rex, by the way. He's my usual co-host. He also has a Devil Flyer Ashcan on Indiegogo. So please check that out, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in YouTube land. And Voodoo Gods and Magic, yeah, that's Frog G. So support Frog G and their Shadow Ban campaign from the Indiegogo. I have no reason why they're shadow banned because even a small child can read this book and still be gleefully happy by reading that book. So, yeah, and more promotions. Let's go ahead and pimp our books. Let's do that. I love that. We need to pimp lots of good projects. This is the Christmas season. And Shadow Century Book 2 is out on the Indiegogo, so support that one. We also have Mission 2. Check it out, Indiegogo. There's a lot of projects on this Indiegogo thing. I plan to have one out very soon, Fembat coming up. But anyway, this is Teen Hero Squad. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Hello, you're here. Bone, the cool killer kitty. Hello, Bone. God bless you. Thanks for being here. 3 people. Hey, thanks for coming. All right, there you go. All right, so how did you come up with this idea, Teen Hero Squad? What made you want to do this book?
Um, really, it kind of started with, um, you know, when they redid the Legion of Superheroes this most recent time. I really like Brian Michael Bendis. I think he's a really good writer. I think
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man was really one of the coolest runs recently. I thought it was really bold what they would do. He killed Peter Parker and introduced Miles Morales. I thought there was a lot of really cool stuff. He took a lot of big risks in a franchise book. And I really dug it. But I thought when they came back and did Legion of Superhero, I thought the pitch was kind of boring. I didn't really get into it, and I was a little disappointed in that. I kind of felt like if you're 1,000 years in the future and you got all these crazy superpowers and you can do all this fun stuff,
Yeah.
why would you want to do kind of what everyone else is doing with it? And so I just felt really kind of bored, I guess, by it. Like it felt like he was just kind of introducing a lot of like, oh, there's going to be a Doctor Fate in the future, and there's still Green Lanterns, and there's still this, and there's still that, and
Oh
so
man.
it just kind of felt a little flat to me. And so I was like, man, like it seems like you could do a lot of really fun stuff with these ideas, with these powers, with these characters. And so that was really just kind of the basis for it. It's not a direct ripoff, but it is that's where it starts, and then it's kind of okay, what would happen from there? And so that's kind of the genesis of it. Is if I were doing it, what would I do differently?
Yeah. So, were you actually a big book fan growing up? How'd you get into comics?
Oh yeah, no, probably since 4 years old, 3 years old. There's been comic books around me. I had an older cousin who it's kind of weird. He had trouble reading, and so what they got him to get him to start reading was comic books. Uh,
Yes.
and it was 1986, 87, 88, 89. So it's literally my grandma's house, my mom's house, my aunt's house. We were just flooded with McFarlane Spider-Man, with you know
Uh,
uh, Valentino, with Jim Lee, with Mark Silvestri, with just you know basically the guys who then go on to become Image. and it was just this whole era, the John Byrne and Superman reboot. Like all of that was all in that time frame, and it was all what we were reading as kids, and what was just we were like knee deep in it back then.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and so I never put them down. Everyone else grew out of it, and I was like, "What are you guys done with these? Like, these are awesome. Like, what are we doing?" So, yeah,
Yeah.
one of my other projects is called DMA. It's Department of Meta-Human Affairs, and it's like West Wing meets the X-Men. So, like,
Oh wow. That's
I,
cool.
I'm all about it. Like, I think comic books are just this great opportunity to kind of tell whatever story you want and kind of go anywhere you want in the universe and do anything you want to do, more
Mhm.
than TV or movies or anything else. And so, yeah, I'm going to sit here and tell my stories.
Oh, excellent, man. I'm trying to find out. I hope you're not shadow banned because I'm having a hard time finding your book on the internet. Holy Christ. I hope I did not push the shadow ban curse on you by accident because
It came right up for me. I hope not. Yeah, it's called Teen Hero Squad, 3 words. Um,
yeah,
and it comes right up
it
for
put,
me. It's on
it,
Kickstarter. I don't know if you're looking on the right one.
I'm looking under Kickstarter. I'm trying to, and they're giving me some weird stuff on here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Uh, now it has my show on there. Holy Christ. Come on. We got to find this thing. Anybody in the chat who's a moderator, please help me look it up because I'm having a weird time finding this. Oh, okay. Here, notice Heroes Act 1 and 2. That's not you. Oh
No,
God. No, that's what. Okay, why can they shadow ban that comic and not yours? Huh? Oh God, this is so dumb. Okay, hold on. Let me find it again. Uh, Sorry about that.
no.
Teen Hero, Teen Hero, and then Squad. SQUAD, right? Squad. All right.
Mhm.
And
See, number one of three. Save yourself.
oh, number one of three. Save
Yeah.
yourself. Is that what it is?
Hmm.
Let me put that in. Okay. Save under save yourself, right? Gotta
Hmm.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Save yourself. That's got to come up. Come up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
try
here
and.
we go. So there it is. Okay. I think I may. Oh, okay. Hold on. I know we could see it. Good God. This is, come on. Oh my gosh. There's a bunch of others. Oh, come on. There's just videos. I see videos. What about, try to find your damn campaign on here? God dang it. This is stupid. I'm gonna try and find. Okay, save yourself. Put Kickstarter on here. Just gotta have it on Kickstarter. Come on, man. I'm having a shadow banning moment right now. I'm banned to find your dang book on here.
I know,
I don't
right?
want videos. I want freaking. This is the dumbest thing I can't believe it. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start over. Uh,
I mean, I sent you. Here we go. Hang on. We're gonna try this another way here. Hang on. I'm
okay.
gonna. I'm gonna go to your. I'm gonna go to the chat here,
Yeah,
and I'm
do
gonna
that.
give you the link here.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy it. Oh God. Okay, good. Where's my? Let me go to my show here. Look it up. Found my own show. Hey, I found the graphic,
There you go.
and I can go ahead and to copy things. Where am I at?
Here,
Hey, are you just putting the link just now? I can't even find the thing.
say
Sorry.
something.
Oh, are you in the? It's in the private chat, right?
Here you go. And now it's on the chat right there.
Ooh, I'm gonna look it up. All right. Oh, he's back to say shit. There he is. Hey, we got Rex. Thanks, Rex. Sorry for my tardiness because
6 or 7 minutes, man, backstage. I'm
Sorry
eating
about that.
Christmas candy,
Um,
so it's okay.
Hey, say hello to our friend
Hey,
Corey.
Corey.
How's it going?
It's going good. Going well. Yeah. Yeah, I got caught up in the auction over on another channel and then checking back in. Oh, I need to check back, and y'all were
Who,
going. So,
who's doing the auction?
mm, let's see. That would be Epic Jeremy Ice and Fire 33.
Oh, they having an auction? Oh, that's right. I think I
He
heard about it.
changed his name. Yeah, they've got a
Yeah,
Lobo piece up there now.
ooh, who drew that? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know, but they had the Roach Balls piece by Rich Ayala, and
Nice.
I don't know,
I
but they've
somehow
got like Shelby Roberts and Joe
oh,
Sontag, different people over there.
oh, that's right. To
I
to
mean,
big
I
auction.
am eating Christmas chocolate over here with you guys.
Hey, awesome, man. Cool. Right on. Somehow I can't find the link.
It's
You might.
it's in the public chat right now.
Corey,
Oh,
do you have a YouTube channel?
I do a podcast and a radio show. It's called
Okay.
Nerd Thug Radio, and then I also kickstart comic books.
right on.
Now, what is the advantage do you see to go on a Kickstarter? Is it just that you got in with Kickstarter first? It's a larger platform, or
I've just always done Kickstarter. Yeah, I don't know. What do you crowdfund? I mean, where do you guys? I see a lot of you guys are doing Indiegogo. I've never really,
Indiegogo?
yeah, I've
Yes,
never
I'm
really
not.
done with Indiegogo.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to launch another one and finish out a project.
That's cool, man. I don't see the link, Corey. I don't know why I don't see the link.
Send it to you also on StreamYard. Let me see.
Yes, send it to me on the private chat. I'll go ahead.
I didn't see it show up in the chat either, Corey.
Yeah. What a night!
What a night! What a night!
The morning show went pretty well, but boy, that's a little rough for me. So we'll get straightened out.
You know, Citizen333 means anarchy. I found out.
Okay.
Or I mean chaos. 333.
Chaos. That's
Yeah.
interesting. How did he bounce himself out by accident? Oh no.
Yeah, I dropped a bunch of those shadow ban links since nobody was in here. I guess you saw that earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he bounced himself. Yeah.
Hey, you're back. Okay, good. Did you put the one in the chat? Yeah, you did.
I
Okay, here we
did.
go. Yeah, I see it now. Let me go ahead and
How long you been doing comics, Corey?
On and off for about 4 years now. Last year I didn't get anything out. I launched it. Man, it was such a mess. I launched a Kickstarter last November, and then the artist by February was like, he just kind of quit on me. He took some other projects, he did some other things, and
you really have to get a commitment, don't you?
It was kind of a frustrating thing because.
There it is.
yes, there we go. Oh, Corey, you will check your. I think you muted yourself. Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
Sound.
Something.
Corey, you're muted. Corey.
He may not be able to hear you either.
Oh my
Take
God.
down the campaign and see if that makes a difference.
Okay, let me do that. Stop sharing. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Hear us? Can you hear us? Hello? Hello,
No,
hello.
Can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you. We can't hear you, Corey. Oh my God.
Something happened.
Okay, go ahead and take yourself out, Corey, and come back in. Something happened.
See if that alleviates it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go in. Yeah, there you go.
You'll be right back.
Bone said Mike's unplugged. We have a cat watching us tonight. Yeah, his name is Bone. Bone.
All right.
There we go. Hear you now. Yeah.
Oh God, let's go ahead and.
What is your company name, Corey?
Yeah.
Nerd Thug Radio. So I'm actually sporting the shirt today.
Okay.
The shirt is It's a pair of brass knuckles, and then
Yeah.
Wow.
and so
All
yeah,
right.
we're very kind of like punk rock. We do things sort of, oh well, let's make a comic book, and then we just sit down and figure out how to make it. Same way with the
What
radio.
kind of genre do you fall into?
We're talk radio. We do pop culture and stuff like that. Talk
I
about what's
mean,
going
in your comics.
on. It's a lot of superhero. One book I do is called Another Day at the Office. It's a comedy about a cop in a city full of superheroes.
All right.
What kind of comics did you groove on back in the day?
I was surrounded in the late '80s, early '90s with just all the mainstream Marvel and DC stuff. So
Yeah,
all Jim Lee, the Valentino, the John Byrne, the
Mark
George Perez,
Silvestri.
Mark Silvestri, Todd McFarlane. I mean,
Yeah,
I had an older cousin, and so he was struggling to learn how to read, and
yeah,
so comic books were how they taught him how to read.
yeah,
Well, then those things were everywhere, and
yeah.
everyone in the family just thought it was an easy gift to buy. So we just had millions and millions of comics.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Shadowhawk. Let's see
Hey,
ya.
Shadowhawk.
Oh,
Shadowhawk's
Shadowhawk's my co-host on my show every day.
yes.
Right on. Yes, you got it pulled up here. This
Yeah,
is
got it.
the front cover. So I like the idea of Triplicate Girl as like a pop star.
Yeah.
So
Out
this
of
is
the
really,
Legion of Superheroes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Teen Hero Squad is kind of like a punk rock version of Legion of Superheroes. If they were
cool.
kind of a little bit more real, a little bit more made in the '80s instead of made in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Uh,
The
Are
Golly
you
G
going to have a
era.
computo come in and destroy one of them?
He'll just kill them all. He'll just kill them all. No,
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. No,
No,
let's
no.
no need to hit the red button just yet, Corey. Maybe she'll meet Bouncing Boy in here in a issue or something. When did you launch this, Corey?
we launched about a week ago, and we're rolling
Okay.
through for another week. I'm not. The number's a low number. It's only 2,500, and I'm not necessarily concerned about the poor start. I have a bad habit of poor starts.
Yeah.
But for the last one I did, with 4 days to go, we were 3,000 down, and we funded. So
Wow.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That was a slingshot back.
I'm a bit of a closer more than I am a starter. So
Yeah.
Okay.
and 2,500 is not a huge number, and I'm trying to do something. The Kickstarters I've done so far, a lot of friends and family have been involved, and so that's great, and it's wonderful, and the support is always it means a lot.
Yeah.
But the goal is to build a readership,
Yeah.
and so
And to get fresh eyes on your project all the time.
And so I've really avoided sharing this in the traditional places I normally would. I'm trying a lot of new stuff. I bought a Facebook ad for this one. I'm doing a lot of different things. So I'm trying just different ways to reach people. And then as we get a little bit closer to the end, if I'm still really nervous, I'm sure I'll break down and tap the usual methods.
You should probably tap into getting your YouTube channel. I bet you'll reach a lot more people.
Yeah. No, Shadowhawk, this is not Citizen333.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Wow. You have a beard, Citizen333. Nice beard, sir. No, we're just going. I need to actually give the link to. I'm gonna find Citizen real quick.
Yeah, well,
I mentioned
he's
his
usually
name.
up at late at night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a Twitter. Hold on, let me go look for.
Were you a big lead? Were you more of a DC or a Marvel guy?
Really, the thing I loved the most was X-Men. X-Books. I mean, but anything where the superheroes were young, I was really into because I was a kid. So Legion of Superheroes was a lot of fun back then.
New Teen Titans?
New Teen Titans was cool. Every once in a while they would lose me on something because like I wasn't big into Deathstroke. I didn't think that I didn't like him as a villain. I thought he was kind of it really felt like to me when I was a kid that they were fighting Batman. Like I was like, I don't get it. Like I was like, I don't like this. Like he's just Batman. I don't like it. So
to me, though, with the sword, he kind of reminded me of a sort of Deadshot and Taskmaster from Marvel.
Ah, yeah. Well, he stole it from
Because
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster had a
Yeah,
sword too.
well, he stole
Yeah.
it from Deathstroke. It was Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, and then he's Wade Wilson, Deadpool. So Rob Liefeld stole it from Deathstroke.
Yeah, it was
Vigilante was pretty cool.
I like the Vigilante. Yeah,
Yeah.
80s Vigilante was a cool thing. That was
Pollard did most
yeah.
of those. Pollard
yeah,
artwork. Yeah.
that's a long time ago. And then they never really touched him again until the TV show here.
Uh-huh.
Shadowhawk says, "Sorry, I can't read the tiny name. Help! A raptor out here, Rex."
Yeah.
Yeah, my name got pretty tiny there.
Sometimes my name looks a little tiny, also, so that's okay.
How many
Raptors-
campaigns have you done, Corey?
This is my fifth, and I've had
Fifth.
one fifth. Yeah,
Okay, let's make this fifth count.
yeah.
Let's
let's
all
go.
have a fifth. Take a drink of your fifth and promote this book, please.
Oh,
Team Hero
yeah.
Squad. Yes. On the Kickstarter. I usually don't promote Kickstarters, but I like the art of this. Who did the art on this one?
Yeah, so the interior is done by a guy named Romaldo Silva, and he's crazy good. I've gotten really, really, really lucky. These last two projects I'm working with, just some of the best artists I've seen, like just kind of floating around. For DMA, it's a guy named Ulysses Carpintero, and
Oh,
when he did the first book, he was only okay. Like the first book, he was only okay. He was still coming into it. By the time we were done with the second book, his last like 5 pages he turned in, they could go in any Marvel DC top 5 event book, and the pages he's giving me right now for issue 3 that we're working on because the Kickstarter just finished last month, it's nuts. Like these are some of the best pages I've ever seen from like an independent guy ever.
You said you had an artist bow out on you. Do you have them sign a contract, or how do you set that up?
I do, but I don't. I mean, I'm not going to go after somebody. I'm not going to bang him on it. He hurt me a little bit because I gave him some money up front because we had worked on a couple projects together. But it's not a. I'm not going to. Everybody's got to do everything they've got to do, and I'm not who they got to answer to at the end of the day, so I don't worry about it. But what I try to do is I pay guys as they go. So like Rami, he did the first pages for this one, and they look great. The cover that you're looking at right here.
Does that mean paying them when the work is turned in?
Yeah, and usually I'll even tell them that I'm going to review it before I pay it in case I need them to make changes.
Oh yeah.
But occasionally, like once I get a good flow with the guy, I might pay him when he gives me the initials, and then if I still need to make changes, they'll make them because we've worked together for a little bit. But even that, I've learned some lessons, so I'm hesitant on that until I'm working with the guy a lot. This cover with the 3 Britney Spears on it is by Alessandro Amoruso, and I found him. He does some covers for a company called Bad Bug, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he's doing some pages for an interiors for a book that's going to come out from a major publisher right now too.
Hey, Eric.
So he can only do some covers and stuff. So he did this great cover for me. Then Carlos Silva did the other cover, and they're both just, they're so rock and roll. I mean, you can tell they're badass covers. So I love that.
They look like they're like pencil colors to me.
This is off subject, but you brought it up, Corey. Isn't there something wrong with Britney Spears right now besides the obvious? I mean, isn't she like sick or retired or something?
Oh, she had a little bit of a drama going on. It actually highlights something that I've seen a couple times called conservatorships.
I know that story, but this was recent in the news, like the last couple of days, that she had to cancel some concerts or something.
Not that I know of. I mean, I hope she's okay, but if she's not, she's been posting all over social media, so I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's show more of this campaign. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, we show the video. I'll go and take a look at the video here. Why not?
Yeah, I started making videos on the last campaign, so check this.
There is whiskey in the water. And there is
Project is at 4% of its goal. Let's get up to 100%.
Yeah, right now tonight. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. What Apex said. Yeah.
How much
All right.
time do you have on it?
11 days. It's only 2,500. It's not a big number. We're already a lot into it financially, so like I don't need a ton to finish it. So I'm comfortable. I do believe we'll fund. I don't want people to look at the number and just go, I don't know. But I do think it'll fund, and it's a fun little book. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, as backers, well, let's get some backers here. Okay, so what do we get? Let's go ahead and click on something.
Will this have a sequel?
Yeah. Ideally, it's a 3-issue miniseries. This is just for the first issue, and ideally, I've got more to come back with after these 3 issues. But you always want to take things in steps and just see how they do.
Yeah.
What's the hardest? What part is the hardest part for you making a comic book?
Honestly, it's finding the team that I like to work with. Behind the scenes, I've actually already replaced one colorist on the other book because I just didn't like dealing with the guy that I had brought on at first. The other guy had a better audition, but when I got to start working with him and getting pages to and from, and he would do something for me and I'd pay him and he'd send me stuff. And if I needed anything done or anything changed, it was just really kind of difficult. And so I said, let's do something else.
The name is a Teen Hero Squad, Shadowhawk Talks. Teen Hero Squad. On the Kickstarter. I know Shadowhawk is not a fan of Kickstarter, I understand. But the artwork looks really cool. Give this guy a good chance, see if we can get some backers for Corey.
Now, this piece is reminiscent of the Wanted cover that I've seen with Catwoman. That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah, I would see a lot of homaging and a lot of I wanted to kind of try and be real. You know how like in all the 80s comic books they put all these words on the wall that were about the comic book,
right? And
so I was putting a lot of background. Save yourself. So save yourself. I wanted it to show up in as much stuff as possible. So even on that pop star cover, that Britney Spears homage, they wrote across their hands "Save yourself." Yeah. So like, I really wanted to try and kind of hammer that theme there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm hoping this book is more than just Britney Spears, obviously, but I'm sure you use the Britney Spears image as a tool for the book, but yet has a lot more adventure to it, right?
Yeah, it's a superhero story. It's not about Britney Spears. It's a story.
So I just got confused. Oh, man, I don't care about Britney Spears. Ooh, fuck her. I'm sure he's probably saying like that. I know. Sorry, Shadowhawk, but
it's a 22-page bio of Britney Spears and her family, and
in space.
Their journey through the Mickey Mouse Club and everything that they went through. It's a superhero story. It's about basically what happens. The setup for the premise of all this is that if we live in the world we live in right now, where influencers are kind of the most important thing, marketing media wise,
and then we celebrities, I think.
We add in superpowers. All of a sudden, you have influencers saving people for likes, and you save. They're saving lives for likes, is what I said. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, the government and marketing people and all that, they would tap into that, and they would use influencers to kind of sell their political message, to sell their corporate message, to sell sort of the story of things. But then these people become really the face of everything. And then at some point, there's going to be a conflict where they were needed, and they're just spokespeople. They're not superheroes, so they failed. Right. And so then they went away in disregard, and everyone kind of hated them. And that's where
it's almost like the media, they ask these this is a true story. They interview to talk about health issues and healthcare with an actress that once played a nurse.
Yeah.
Now she has no knowledge of the medical field, but because they felt she was qualified to talk about it because she once played a nurse.
Hey, listen, if you were on Grey's Anatomy, you said a lot of medical words. You're very doctory.
Right.
You're
Right.
qualified. You're hired. You've been
Yeah,
on a
you're
TV
it.
show. Operation next day.
Yeah, and so this book kind of picks up after they let everybody down, after most of them get murdered. There's about 30 members floating around in the galaxy, and suddenly they need help.
Oh yeah, Eric and Board had the same problem I did. The Kickstarter link posted goes to an empty page. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that.
You used it, didn't you? Didn't I? I took it directly from the.
Yeah, you did. It was a long link though. It's really long. I don't know
What's the page count on this, Eric?
It's a 22-page comic book.
Okay.
What's the turnaround on that? I mean, as far as producing a 22, how quickly can you do it?
Yeah. So we're hoping to have this in people's hands by April.
Okay, cool.
Right, but I mean, in production time, how much time would it take you to do a 22-pager?
So
like this?
I was pushing the guys to get these 3 pages done because I really did want them done, and we finished the 3 pages, print and color, in the span of 5 days. So I could do this group, and it could do a book in about 2.5 months.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
Cool. No, it really isn't.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the goal. I don't want to drag it out too much past that, because if you get past that, it starts getting really kind of boggy.
Now, do you do like you do 3 pieces, 3 or 4 to post the campaign?
Yeah, and so right now everybody's kind of just holding on and waiting to see which way the campaign goes. If it starts to build momentum, everybody will get back to work.
Yeah.
If it looks like we're going to fund, everybody will start back, and then when we do fund, they'll go to work.
Okay, I'll set the link in the chat here, guys. Go ahead and check it out if you'd like. I hope it works.
Yeah, that is really odd.
I'll try it and see if it'll work for me.
Let's try it. Yeah, you better not be shadow banned, mister. That would suck.
Yeah, it looks like it's taking me there.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. We go and put that. Here's the link, everyone. So go ahead and support Corey and his Teen Hero Squad project on the Kickstarter. Yeah, I hardly ever do promote Kickstarters, but the artwork really caught my eye, so I like.
I don't see any artwork. I don't know why. It has
just now I don't see the pages. I see just the profiles sheet.
The pages should be there as well. What is going on?
Let me go take a look.
Like it says, Teen Hero Squad, 1 of 3. Save yourself.
Yeah.
And select your reward. Pledge without a reward. Let's see.
Here's some pages here.
Yeah.
Physical copy, all 3 covers, 100 cameos, 150. Estimated April 2023. But it has no artwork up there.
Oh.
I'm not seeing any artwork from this.
I see them reaching to this. I guess they're flying or reaching to the sky, I guess.
So right there, what they're doing is they're swearing in. They're
No.
That's what they're
wow.
They're being sworn in by the galactic colonial government, and then the next panel kind of talks about how they were counted on, and then they let everybody down.
Wow. I promise to be a better YouTube influencer. You have been knighted. You may be a superhero now. I'm sure that's probably not how it went, but yeah.
And that's pretty close. And then they failed. Lo and behold,
they failed. Now who did the interior pages?
So that's Rami Silva right there, Romaldo Silva, and he is good. Awesome. I'm really happy with what we got there.
There's a bit of a Dutch angle on this one. The third
Yeah,
panel.
he's I got really lucky. Him and Ulysses Carpintero on DMA are two. Like I said, I mean they're up there. They're turning in just amazing work right now, and so
Looks
I
good.
want this to fund just so people can see how pretty this book is.
Absolutely.
Eric says I did a search in Kickstarter. That took me to the page with the art. The link does not. Yeah, I didn't see any art on that link there.
Okay.
That is bizarre.
Yeah. Well, I did put in a link there. I guess it didn't really catch. Well, heck, I clicked on your link and we have it right here. Well, you might want to ask Kickstarter what's going on with the links. I'd communicate with them, see if you can get a better link.
Are you Eric? Corey, are you East Coast, Central, West Coast?
I'm Central. I'm down here in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'm in Lubbock. I'll get with Central Time. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Yay. Whoa. This is off to bed. Hell, okay. Well, good night, Shellhawk.
Good night, Shadowhawk.
Have a good
I'll
bourbon.
see you tomorrow on
dreams.
the 4 o'clock shadow.
Bourbon dreams and caviar wishes, Shellhawk. Have a pleasant evening.
That takes you back.
Yeah, that was a long
Bourbon
time.
dreams and
Reagan
caviar
years.
wishes. Welcome to the Rich and Famous. We're here with Corey with his book, Teen Hero Squad. Corey, if you make $2 million, will you buy a big mansion on the hills?
No. You know what I would buy, and I don't ever hear anybody talk about these. I would buy an annuity,
Okay.
and then I would get paid for life to do whatever I wanted.
Well, that's something I'd like
Indy.
to look into. Hell, Indy, hey, what's up there? Yay, what's up? Aces has been doing some Indiegogo stuff on his books as well. The Ace, I believe, is his book, as far as I know. He has a wrestling type YouTube channel. It's pretty cool.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
With Nerd Thug, we covered a lot of wrestling. We did a lot of stuff with reality wrestling, Booker T's people.
Really?
Yeah. They're really cool guys. The only problem is they're out there in South Houston, like on the way to Galveston.
Oh, okay.
What's your goal?
Houston.
What's your goal,
Hey.
Corey? Do you
Geek Studios.
are you trying to do 2 or 3 books a year? What's your kind of goal?
No, I'm a crazy person. I woke up towards the end of this year and I said, you know what, man, like if you're gonna make comic books, just make comic books. So every time one of these funds, they have the script, they're all working on it, and while they're working on it, I move on to something else.
Yeah.
And then when they're ready for me to come back and make the next script, otherwise I'm just doing some editing and stuff. And no knock to any editors, but it's not a full-time thing for every project. So my goal is probably I want to do 6 or 7, maybe 8 comic books this year.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah.
You know,
You
so
must do this as a full-time job, don't you? Or do you have a job on the side?
no, the pop culture. So I also work for Vox Media covering the Texans. It's a rough year, but I mean, this has been my career now. I haven't had a quote unquote real job for about 6 years.
Thank you, Eric. Okay.
Well, that's quite a sacrifice and commitment.
That is, man.
I mean, I've made my living. I keep paying the rent, keep the car working. I mean, it works out. But this is how I pay my bills, and I've done this now for about 6 years. So it's been fun.
You're doing what you love.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's just get to go all these conventions and all this different stuff, and you know, do stuff locally with people. Work with a lot of great advertisers and stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Hell yeah,
do you buy any comics yourself?
Oh yeah. So the Adventure Begins right there in Conroe on 1488. They're a massive, awesome comic book shop. They sponsor a lot of what I do on the radio and stuff, and I get my books from them. I go in there once or twice a month.
What's the name of the shop again?
The Adventure Begins. Comics, games, and more.
What are you currently collecting, Corey?
So right now my unread stack is actually just right over here. Let's see.
Okay.
This is what I just picked up about a week ago, I guess. I got some Wildcats that I still haven't read.
Put it up there, huh? Let me go ahead and blow you up there.
Yeah, let us embiggen you there.
Yes. Wildcats.
so-
Oh,
Wow, DC. Yeah.
this is the DC Wildcats, I guess, right?
The
After
Exterminators, the new JSA relaunch. I picked up a couple pieces of that.
Are you watching the show Stargirls?
I can't. I only do streaming stuff,
Okay.
and they don't put it up new streaming, so they just dumped like all of season 2 on HBO Max.
Oh,
I haven't sat down to watch it yet. Season 1 was really good though. I liked it.
Season 2's pretty good. I've seen it. It deals with Eclipso.
Oh, I like
Ooh.
Eclipse.
I'm gonna have to watch that show. I've heard
I
Jeff
have
Johns
the first
wrote
and second
the
season
scripts.
on disc.
I heard Jeff Johns has a lot to do with that show. He's
It's
a good
pretty
writer.
good.
Yeah.
I like I like this
Adventures
one.
Forever.
I really dig Avengers Forever. I've been getting all the X-Men stuff.
How's the art on the Avengers Forever? Who did the artwork? Do you know?
This one says it's by Toe. The last couple issues have been by different guys.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Are they still doing the Savage Avengers?
I believe so. Yeah, I still see. I follow the guy who makes it. Popos, is that his name? David Popos?
I think so. I think Patrick Zurcher also drew it.
Yeah, I think the writer is David Popos. I follow him on Twitter. He's still posting regularly about Savage Avengers.
Seems like you're more Marvel than DC these days.
Honestly, what really there was a moment where I really wasn't buying any Marvel or DC at all. I was buying a lot of Image.
Yeah.
And then,
hey, Citizen.
There he is. Hey,
and then
buddy.
when Krakoa X-Men started,
Right.
that really brought me back to Marvel. And DC, I really like. So if you look here, they're doing a lot of these. See if I can.
Big.
Wait. Blow you up here.
They're doing a lot.
There he is.
Mini series, a lot of these like limited editions, these ones of where they're taking a lot of risks. They're introducing a lot of different characters, a lot of different ideas, and a lot of those are really good.
I think they're taking risks because they're pretty close to deletion. You know, with
I've seen the rumors. I don't believe that. I don't think that's what it is. I think they're taking risks because they've got 2,000 characters and they do 9 Batman books, 7 Superman. And I think
that many. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Between if you do like Batman Family and Batman, yeah, it's probably even 15 or so.
Wow.
But what I think it is they get a lot of pitches probably all the time that they like, but then they go, okay, but we don't have any room to do anything with that character.
But these boards are used. These big corporations, Eric. It seems like to me, or Corey rather. It seems like to me that they're, the whole total sum of comics, and that's including manga in there, is only a certain amount, and that's nothing compared to these people that are dealing with big numbers.
Yes and no. You got to remember, the idea's got to come from somewhere, and so. Right. A lot of these storylines, a lot of these movies, the movie makes $700 million, but it takes a lot of big bites out of a bunch of different good stories. Yeah, 17 Batman family books. Yeah, that's about, yeah.
Oh my God, 17?
Well, he's about the only thing really selling over at DC, from what I hear.
He's keeping DC afloat. Batman is keeping DC afloat.
Man. Well, and that's sort of they don't have to invest a ton of money. They don't have to do a whole movie or a whole cartoon or a whole TV show to try the idea out and see if it's good if they do it in the comic book. So the comic books are really, the way I think they're looking at it, the comic books are a really cheap way to farm ideas. And the good ideas, the big ideas, they can steal and put in the movies. Like they just did that animated Green Lantern movie with Jon Stewart. And... Yeah. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but I guess I'll spoil it a little bit. He crosses paths with Hal Jordan, and at the end of it, the last 15 minutes is a really kind of weird parallax Hal Jordan story.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is
That's
Citizen
cool.
coming back up in here? Apex?
Citizen, there's a link in the chat. Go and come on in. You're welcome to come in if you like. Say hello. And plus, I want to go ahead and reveal a little bit of a design for the Citizen333 character. So come on into chat, buddy, if you want.
So what is the future comics, Corey?
I think there's a lot of different ways it's going to go. I personally, I think what somebody like Global Comics is doing is really, really cool, where they are coming up with all these different ways for the creator to monetize their work. So right now on Global Comics, you can buy the PDFs of my completed comic books for like $1.99, $2.99, whatever. I can set the price on that. You
Right.
also, if you're reading one of my comic books on Global Comics, you can leave a tip. Also, you can just leave a donation on the publisher page, or you can even subscribe and pay a monthly fee to me on the publisher page. So there's a lot of ways for them to start, just like with influencers on every other thing, on Twitter and everywhere else. There's a lot of different ways for people to make money.
Yeah.
They're moving away from that, and they're setting up a direct print option early next year.
Nice.
So at that point, I can be my own publishing studio. I don't need Boom. I don't need Dark Horse. I don't need Marvel. I don't need DC. I can tell my own stories. I can get my own artist. I can kickstart my project, and then when it's done, I can put it on Global Comics. People can read it, and if they want to own a copy, they can print a copy. And
That's cool.
and that puts us in a new moment, I think, for the comic book creators, where we don't need everyone else. Like right now, there's a big kind of scandal going on where a bunch of artists aren't getting paid.
Yeah. They're in the wrong venue. I think.
Well, they're working with the wrong guys. They're working with these bigger companies who don't need to take care of us, the creators. And so they don't need to take care of us because there's more creators banging down the door every day.
Right.
That's true.
So the better alternative is for us to not need them either.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
Mighty Geek Studios. Hey,
Hey.
Shawhawk, how you doing,
What's
my friend?
going on, everybody?
American mainstream
right,
comics.
Maybe I misunderstood, but I could swear a minute ago, Corey, I heard you like singing the praises of the mainstream.
Absolutely. I am saying the prayer. I think
Dude, no, you don't understand.
There's two different opinions here. It's okay.
I do think
I'm coming in like Risey now.
Oh no, Risey. Oi!
Oi. Let me tell you something about the mainstream, mate.
sure.
You didn't interrupt your mouth, did you?
No, I'm just playing.
I think the mainstream stories, I think there's opportunities in these big universes to tell really cool stuff. But you've got to be.
There are, but they fucking destroy it every time they get a chance. There's a million opportunities to tell good stories. There are established characters that are bound for 70 to 90 years, but they can't fucking tell a good story. They can't make a good TV show. They can't do shit without sticking all the woke fucking gay bullshit representation crap in everything.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you that's why something is good or bad. I don't think.
Nah, bullshit. ESG money. It's fucking proven, dude. I've seen memos at my work telling people, how do you fucking get yourself guaranteed that you're gonna make your ESG money? I've seen it. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, there's that going on too. Definitely.
I mean, listen,
dude, there is an agenda in the mainstream, and I don't need it. I'm not gonna fucking buy those for my kids. I'm not gonna support it in any way. I'm not gonna go to any movies. I'm not gonna do any of that. Nope.
Well,
I might as well go get 7 booster shots. How many of you had, Corey?
I did. I had 3. I did my full 2.
Yep. Good luck, brother. Good luck, my friend.
So
you torched that.
I believe in a society where everyone, you're responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for yourself.
Shadowhawk, let Corey answer you.
Yeah, let him answer you.
He's had 3. Come on.
So, but
3 times as stupid as the average man.
Well, I'll give you the data. I'll give you the data. Here in the South, you're far more likely to die from COVID the less vaccination shots you had. So if I
I don't
catch
believe
COVID,
that.
Yeah, but also in the South, you guys are also way more overweight than the average fucking people in the United States. Let's
in the
fucking
South,
get your statistics straight, brother.
no, I don't argue.
Get them straight.
I don't argue that.
If you're gonna fucking start quoting statistics at me, we can play this game.
No, I don't, and I don't have.
How about all the fucking athletes that are in perfect shape? Fucking goddamn Adonises. They got a COVID shot and then they fucking have a heart attack and die fucking within 6 months. That's happened a lot.
That
Oh,
hasn't-
coincidence? Coincidence?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think a lot is the right number there. I think it was like 2, but that's okay. I don't.
Dude, it's more. It was way more than. It was way more than 2. What about the lady that was talking about COVID shots after she got hers? Fucking passed out on the stage, fell on her face, and fractured her fucking skull. Had a brain injury
Who was
because of,
that? Did that?
That
it was on
uh,
live TV. Look it up, dude.
Well,
Fucking-
there's been several
What performer?
announcers. There's been about 3 or 4 that I've seen
Yeah.
that have passed out and swooned, and
This
You
broad
while they were-
fucking
while they
passed
were
out,
broadcasting.
face planted into the stage, fractured her skull, and got a brain injury. She's never going to be the same again.
Who was
Guys,
that
good.
performer?
Well, and it's-
Dude, I don't
it's-
remember, dude. No, it was
just
some kind of. It was a
just
reporter, a news lady. I don't remember. her name.
Shadowhawk, let
Oh.
Corey answer you, or at least let him get an edge.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. So let me ask: are you saying that the reason she passed out and fell down was because she had the vaccination, or because she was
Well-
speaking in public? I mean, I don't know what you're saying there.
Well, she had never had a problem with passing out just randomly before that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just
Okay.
like the fucking athletes had never had a heart attack before they have the fucking shot. Oh, there was a 12-year-old kid that had a heart attack after he got a COVID shot.
Well, besides, but let's get back on comics. Let's get back on comics.
And I'll say,
Sport.
I don't disagree that the fact that there is a 0.001% of the population does have adverse reaction to vaccination. That's
Oh
that's,
my god!
that's always true.
Okay.
That's,
I would say
All right,
bottom
brother.
line is build
you
up
know-
your immunity with vitamins and supplements.
but that's
your
always been
K3
true.
and
All right,
vitamin C3.
I'm
and your
gonna
D3.
I'm gonna be nice here, and I'm just gonna say, go Corey. I'm glad that you're on Kickstarter. It was nice to meet you. Everybody have a good night.
God bless Sarah. Thanks for coming on here. All right. Wow. Yeah. People have different point of views. I understand, man. That's cool.
I don't have a problem
we
with
do.
somebody disagreeing. That's okay. That doesn't bother me.
Shadowhawk, I do love Shadowhawk though. He's one of our great supporters, and he's a great guy. And it's
But if he's really saying he's not going to watch anything because of the kind of content they put in, he's going to wind up watching like Kevin Sorbo Lifetime movies pretty soon. That'll be it.
there's a lot more entertainment out there than you would think. Outside Hollywood, there is. There's Atlanta.
You could shut down Marvel and DC right now. You were talking about ideals, and there's 85 years in DC or more of ideals that they are unmined, unexplored. Some of it's not usable. It's campy, but a good screenwriter could take that, mine that for years without new content and make it relevant for today. There are some great arc storylines that have never been told and never been told properly.
Absolutely. One of my favorite storylines is James Robinson's Starman.
Yeah.
It's a great. You could make that an HBO series or a couple of movies and just have a lot of fun with it. But it's one of those things you probably won't see anytime soon. And it's, I mean, listen, the thing of it is, when you're making something, okay, so like the Black Adam movie is actually going to lose about $35 million. It is it's the largest box office in The Rock's entire career, but they spent so much money on marketing and making the movie.
Right.
And you only get a percentage from the movie ticket guy. So when the movie does $700 million in ticket sales, and that's the number they tell you nationally, the studio only gets about 60% of that. And I say only like that's a terrible thing, but so they only get about $380 million. Well,
But
they
now
spent.
you're not taking into account worldwide distribution, are you?
I don't. I believe the total distribution. I believe the total ticket sales for Black Adam was somewhere around 700 or 800 million. That might be domestic. I don't know, but their cut of that was only 60%. So they get 380 million, somewhere in that category. Well, they spent 275 to make it, and they spent another 80 or 90 marketing it. So after that and taxes and all the different stuff, they're going to come out about $35 million behind on Black Adam.
Wow.
And unless I mean you have the disc deals, right?
Well, not as much anymore. They, Matt Damon talked about that on a podcast somewhere recently. The movies,
But then you also have worldwide distribution.
you do, but once the movie's released and it's done, they basically sell it to the streamers, so that you don't get Blu-ray and DVD sales anymore. And the actors and stuff, they don't get a cut on the streaming deals. Those are no longer the same thing. It's like,
That's too bad. Wow.
You remember how the Friends cast would get like $20 million a year in residuals from the show Friends?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll come to an end over the next 10 years or so, because they're not going to be syndicated, because it's going to go to the different streaming services over the next decade. And when that's all said and done, that money goes away. So for these big studios, when they invest $400-500 million, they're going to try and include a little bit of everything, because they're just trying to shoot that buckshot with their movie where they catch enough of everybody that everybody goes. Because even when they make $800-900 million, if they spent a lot, there's a chance they won't make enough of it back to make money on the movie.
Wow. So in other words, David Schwimmer loses his Friends deal. He could be working at a country store in the deep south.
I mean, I guess it's a possibility if he's really bad with his money, because the dude's been getting $20 million for about 30 years now.
That's pretty good.
Matthew Perry apparently spent a good amount of money on his drugs, so he might go broke.
He might. Matthew Perry.
Hey,
He working at
Citizen.
Stuckey's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Citizen, how you
doing,
doing, my friend? How
Hello. How
Hail.
are you?
Good to see you,
I'm
man.
doing well. Good to
Long
see
time
you
no
guys
see,
too.
man.
Glad
Long
you
time
can
no
make
see.
it.
I'm glad you
I-
made it.
Yeah, me too. I saw you were doing Citizen333 creation, so I had to check it out.
All right. Well, let's go get a peek. Since Citizen is here, I'm going to show off. I did this afternoon. There it is. Citizen333 with a double-edged lightsaber.
Oh, that's badass. That's fucking awesome.
That's
I
cool.
love it.
Thank you. I
I
add
love
some
it.
more. Add some color and some background to it. But yeah, there it is. Ta-da! Citizen333. Citizen333 of the universe.
Awesome.
Have a short
I love it.
story sometime, maybe in an ash can format or a full-size book. We don't know, but we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Cool, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So yeah, let's get to your book here. Now, what will we get purchasing the Teen Hero Squad? You get the physical copy. That's was that $10 or more?
Mm-hmm.
Full color. Physical.
Yeah, full color. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And if I pledge $40 or more, I can get 3 copies of the book, one with each version of the cover. So regular colored Mintress cover, the sketch variant of the Mintress cover, and the Pop Star cover, all shipped together to the address of your listing. All right. And we get the pledge $100 or more. If you're a big wheeler dealer, want to splurge $100, you get the naming rights. Lots of characters need names, and I'm not great at naming people. Help me out. This is the help me out tier. And zero backers. I bet there'll be maybe a couple. Who knows? Maybe more.
Yeah, usually 2 or 3 people will show up in that one by when it's all said and done.
That's nice.
Yeah, a lot of people do it for like their kids. I've had a lot of my friends have kids now, and so they're like, "Oh, it'd be neat if my kid's name is in a comic book." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that." So
if you pledge $150
$50.
in the comic at cameos, be literally drawn into a panel of one of the issues of Teen Hero Squad. More than likely this issue, unless there's some kind of issue coordinating between you and I. All right. You'd be in a panel. That's cool.
That's
And
some pretty cool artwork.
I
dig
like
it.
the art.
Yeah, and there's a couple add-ons. I did add-ons for the first time ever. So the two other covers are add-ons this time.
All right.
This sketch version of the cover where you actually is colored in, that's the regular cover.
That's a correct right here.
No, that's the pop star variant.
Oh, what's this? The regular cover?
That's the sketch variant, and then this is the regular cover.
Save yourself. Yeah.
I really dig how you do the lighting effects or the shading. It looks great.
Thank
She's
you, man.
nice.
Yeah, great colorist. Prince Bodness helping us out with that, and he's really, really good. He's a new guy. I guess I'll call him a discovery, and he's nailing this. He's doing a really good job with it. So thank you. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Nice. Well, show. I wonder why she had pink hair. Does she like pink, I guess? Does she have powers with her hair? Does she shoot ray bolts with her hair?
She's a little bit of a rebel. She's a little bit of she's a punk rocker. She's a little bit out there.
Does she like boys and girls? Does she like both?
She's dealing with some anger issues right now. Right now, she doesn't like anybody. She's
Does she not like daddy?
She got fired from her job, so right now she's pretty unhappy.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the character's name?
That's Mintress right there.
Oh, that's Mintress. Okay, good. So Mintress. So I'm assuming she's a YouTube, like an influencer, a social media influencer, right?
Yeah.
What's her channel about? I wonder.
She was doing sort of like fun things at the park where she would guess what you were thinking, pick your number for you, that kind of stuff. There was a guy who used to go on James Corden a lot, where he was a mentalist, and he could make the audience like play a song or something. Have you ever seen any of these clips?
I've seen some of his show before, and I like Craig Ferguson better, in my opinion, when I watch.
This guy, he's a guest, and he just does these crazy tricks when he comes on the show, where he can get the whole audience to like name, like they all draw the same thing on a picture, and then they all hold up the picture at the same time, and they all drew a tree for some reason. And he just like he could do these tricks on like a whole crowd of people, but it's based on like big behavioral studies and like big data and stuff. Now on her, she's telepathic. She cheats the other way, but it's the same kind of concept. She goes around and does like big shows and stuff like that, where she just kind of messes with the audience's head a little bit for fun.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, man. I'm about to give this one a shot. This is pretty nice. Whoa. Okay, so does everyone die in the book? No, I'm kidding.
Everyone dies.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Tell us the ending.
Yeah. Spoiler. Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. It'd be a big death scene at the end of the panel. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm sure it's going to be a good ending, hopefully, for these people. So how many issues are you planning on this book?
3.
So this is a mini series of 3 issues, but I've got ideas where I could, where I want to come back and do several more sets of 3.
Okay. Nice.
But so how do you build up to that? Do you like have a start, a middle, an end, kind of like the Star Wars trilogy, or how do you do that?
So for this one, when you say Legion of Superheroes, the first thing you think is, dozens and dozens of characters.
Yeah.
So with this book, it's 1 issue. I don't have time to introduce dozens and dozens of characters. Right. So this 3 issues, we're going to focus on about 6 or 7 characters. So that means in this story, as things happen, there are things happening in other places that we don't touch on in this mini-series that I can go back to and show you what the other groups were doing and working on at the same time.
I'm a big proponent that your hero is only as good as your villain. Who's the villain and the antagonist in this?
Yeah, who is he or she? Or
that is a good question. So it starts out, they believe what brings them back is they are contacted by somebody who used to work in the government, and they are told that a news story is going to break in the next couple of days that aliens are coming to Earth. And even though humans exist on dozens of planets at this time, it'll be the first alien contact anyone's had. It'll be the first sign of intelligent life anywhere else. And so these 6 or 7 characters, they come on as like a security detail to help with this exchange, and things are going to go crazy from there. And part of it is kind of like an old school whodunit, like who is actually setting stuff up and who is actually doing things.
Your heroes are celebrities, right? So the media is going to be following them around everywhere.
Absolutely. And media is kind of a big part of this story because we're all kind of a little obsessed with it these days. Everyone, has their own feeling about media and what they do and what they don't do.
Yeah,
And so
65% of the Americans think that that media, they took a poll recently, a pretty reliable one, that 65% of Americans feel like the media is doing irreparable harm to the country.
I agree.
Right.
There
There's
was no middle ground. There was like
Right.
slide or none, middle, and most of them do not like what's happening in the media.
Right. And so there definitely is, sort of a natural evolution of that, right? Because like cable news, once it was 24 hours, once they had to pay their bills, once they had advertisers, then all of a sudden they have viewers, then they have ratings, and now they have to compete for ratings. So now they have to tell, it's sort of backwards. They tell stories that people want to see, but people don't like seeing the stories that they want to see. It's a very weird mental thing that happens. ESPN of all people did a really cool study one time where they did a test about Tim Tebow. Everyone hates Tim Tebow stories on ESPN. Everyone hates them, but Tim Tebow stories would get clicked on 3 times more often than any other headline they would put up on their website. And the Associated Press did a similar thing with Paris Hilton one time. They went 2 weeks without saying her name, no matter what she did. They said internally, for 2 weeks, we're just not going to say the name Paris Hilton, no matter what she does. So she still had her antics and got in trouble and lived her life and was crazy and outlandish and did the same things that normally they would take pictures of and follow and publish. But for 2 weeks, they didn't. And at the end of it, people were actively searching for Paris Hilton, trying to figure out what was she doing. But when the media covers Paris Hilton, people get mad at them for it. So there's this weird, I don't know what you say it, like the dog eats his own tail kind of thing that we do with media, where media shows us, they know what we want to see because they can see that who clicks on the links, right?
Right.
So they know what stories they have to tell to get links, to get clicks, I mean. But then when they tell those stories, we get mad at them for telling those stories. The most profitable years for CNN in recent history was the Trump presidency. And it was because every day it was another big Trump story. And so people would go and watch and click the links and read the articles, and they hired more reporters and they were bigger and they were busier. And it was because they were putting Trump in all their headlines, and it was a circle. And people,
he lives free in their heads too.
He does. He absolutely does. And the reason he does is because it's, in some ways it's good for them and in some ways it's bad for them, right? Because it drives the clicks. But then people get fixated on it, but they get fixated on it because when they take it away, then they go, well, what's going on with that? And so like
where's Trump?
Yeah. And so it perpetuates itself. It does. It does it with all of them. It did it with Tim Tebow. It does it with Paris Hilton. It's very much in human nature. We reject it when it's in front of us, but then when it's gone, we want to know where it is. We miss it. We want to see it.
It's funny, really.
And so that is a bit of an element of the story, is these guys have been out of the limelight for 2 years, and then they show up and the aliens show up, and kind of it's all this big mess. And then what's their fault and what's not, they don't get to control that story. So
that is a trip. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm kind of inking at the same time I'm doing the show.
How many variant covers is on this?
Two variants.
Okay, that's not very many for Kickstarter, is it? It seems like Kickstarter wants a bunch of variants over there compared to Indiegogo.
Sometimes there are some of the projects will have a lot of variants. I don't like variant. I think variants is one of those things that really did hurt comic books. Yeah. I think if you were trying to figure out, when the actual bubble did burst, what is one of the things that actually hurt comic books? I would say variant covers was one of the things.
Super Spec, what's this? It's Teen Hero Squad, Superberg. Welcome. Hey,
Hey, Super Spurg, let's watch the trailer.
let's watch the trailer again. Yeah, guys. All right, here we go.
There is whiskey in the water. And there is
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. That's cool. There we go. Yeah, so that is the book Teen Hero Squad on Indiegogo. So
On Kickstarter, do you
on the
have a
Kickstarter.
limit on how long your trailer can be?
No. But I've really just started learning how to make them in the past 3 or 4 weeks. I've really video is now a big component on social media, and I'm not a great social media guy. I don't do a good job on social media, so I'm trying to do better. So videos is one of those holes in my game. I'm trying to patch, trying to work on.
Right. Are you have plans to stay over there on Kickstarter, or are you going to try Indiegogo at some point?
I've never really looked at Indiegogo. I've never had a problem with Kickstarter. I don't know enough about the other ones. I think if I went somewhere else, it would probably be Zoop, the one that's specifically designed for comic book creators.
Right.
My understanding is they take care of all the fulfillment and all that.
Really?
Yeah. So I think if I ever really, really get tired of fulfilling these orders and shipping everything and getting addresses, going to the post office, and if I ever really get tired of all of that, then I'll probably go to Zoop.
You said you were dealing with advertisement. Is there any advertisement in your comics or sponsors or?
I always sell the back cover to stores. I always do that. I think it's just a smart thing to do. So the back cover to this is sold to The Adventure Begins, comics, games, and more. And they'll have an ad they'll give me to put on the back of it.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, you guys also have where the merchants can also purchase your books and put it in their stores, right?
Yeah, I moved away from that on this one. I got in. I know I'm friends with Jen King here in the Woodlands, Space Cadets, and she's awesome. And there's an internal group. It's a lot of stores and a lot of creators, and during the pandemic we all worked together, and then since then kind of everybody's kind of gone back to doing their own thing a little bit.
Right.
And so this time I don't even have a retailer package on this one. I'm just the last couple didn't get that kind of traction, and so I said, okay, well that's fine, and I don't mind that. I know it's a different game with stores, and I don't know what it looks like 5 years from now as far as with the stores. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them they only work with Diamond, or now they work with Diamond and Penguin. But Diamond, I don't know how much longer Diamond's going to be able to keep their ship floating.
Yeah, I thought. Remember when Diamond came back in 2020? They said we're bigger, we're better than ever.
And then every publisher started to walk away.
They walked away from Diamond.
And a lot of the books don't get delivered on time here in the South.
Some get damaged too. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the truth of the matter is Diamond is failing a lot of these stores. And so I don't know as a business how much longer they're going to be able to do that and keep around. But that's not. I mean, I don't own a store, so it's not my problem.
Yeah.
But what it does mean is the stores are going to have to change their business model soon.
They have to. I miss the spinner racks. A lot of the convenience stores where I grew up, and that's where it was. You get the spinner racks, you get the cheaper price comics. I remember buying comics at 25 cents. That's how old I am.
Yeah, it was,
Dang,
I mean, the value of the dollar was a lot different back then, and there was a lot more opportunity. But also, books were everywhere.
They were.
Books were and I think that was the failing. I think of Diamond. Diamond said, "Okay, we are the only person who can ship direct," but then they stopped finding new places to put comic books. Like, if I were Diamond Comics when Spider-Man came out, I would have put a spinner rack in every movie theater in America.
Oh, why not? There's plenty of room in theaters. You could do that. Oh my God. Yeah, I'd love to see that shit again. Oh
I
yeah.
would,
When,
I would
when
put it
you
right there
says,
by the arcades or something, and just moved
yeah,
on.
yeah, you
Or now
buy for like
now that you've got the
$2 or $3. Yeah.
now that you got these vending machines that can do anything, I don't know why there's not a just say a comic book vending machine. I mean, I've seen iPhones in vending machines.
I bet you can put the Apex graphics mini comics. You put these in the vending machines. There's a small mini comics, folks. Yes, I'm going to pip in my books now. Ha ha.
It would fit perfectly. I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah. And I mean, there's a million things people could try, and something like that is. It's also our job as comic book creators to try different stuff. So, like making mini books, little ash cans, and seeing where they go. I
This
don't
is
like why
smaller
should
than
we?
an Ashcan. You put these
Yeah,
in your pocket. These could be stripper tassels on each boob.
there you go.
Yes.
See, you pay the strip club, and then
You get
they
Madame X on one boob and Nikolai Star on the other boob.
there you
For
go.
$10. Yes. So I'll put the link in the chat. You could buy these on the PayPal link. I'll go and throw it in. So yeah. All right. And also have the Apex Deluxe. Ooh, where the hell is it? Yeah. Apex Comics Cavalcade. This is $10 as well. It's
I own
postage
that.
paid. Yes, you do. What'd you
Yes,
think of
is.
it?
I love it. It's really your humor is really comes through in your comics. I love your art, but you've got a great sense of humor. I love the story, and yeah,
God bless you. God bless you, Citizen. Thank you so much, man.
for sure, man.
That's cool
Yeah.
looking. I dig that. That's
Three stories. You got Stars of Freedom. They talk about a competition between Leonard Skinner and the Rolling Stones. And you also get Land Shark. Land Shark here. Well, that's the one pager, but it's a complete story. You also get the T-Rex
That's
spider.
Sea Demon's cousin. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's Sea Demon's cousin. Yeah, Land Shark. How about that? You get 3 stories of one book, $10 postage paid. I'll put the link in. Let me know if you want both books. It's $20. If $10 each, it's postage paid. So yeah, it's a great for the holidays. There you go. Putting the link there. All right.
Well,
Then
nice.
back to the show. All right.
Got to pay the bills. Got to pay the bills.
Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. Definitely, you're right. Gotta pay the bills. All right, go put there. So, what's your next? So you're gonna fulfill in around what April?
Yeah. It'll be in people's hands probably by the end of April. Is my hope.
Oh man, that's cool. So, what's the project after this that you're doing? Any plans?
After this, we'll be pretty close to April. I'm hoping we'll either do a little bit more Another Day at the Office, which is my comedy about a cop in a city full of superheroes, or if Ulysses is firing on all cylinders and he's ready for another issue of DMA, then we'll do another issue of DMA, which is the other book that we do, and it's very, very pretty. Here, I'll send you I'll put the link in the chat real quick, and you guys can check out both of those on Global Comics. You can read the first issue of each one for free on there, and then from there you can kind of do your own thing if you want to keep reading them or buy them or whatever you want to do. Those are all options there. Multitasking poorly.
I'm trying to do it too. Here we go. So, what a great evening here. Mini comics.
Yeah, and Global Comics really is kind of this last half of the year. They've gotten very, very aggressive. And you're starting to see them in a lot of different places, and it's because I think they really kind of figured out their model. I'll put it in the public chat so everybody can
all right
get out. And everybody's free to go there, and yeah.
Amen. It's in the chat.
There it is.
Chat. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa. Let's look at Citizen here. Let me look at Citizen. There you go. Aha!
The Apex
nice, man. Thank you. God bless you, man. Wow.
I wanted to buy one, but You know,
can still buy
never-
one, Rex, in the link I have in the chat.
Get it,
Ah,
Okay.
get it, buy it.
Check out
And then
check out Landshark.
that's got the 2 mini comics that come with it.
Actually, no, they're $10 each. The mini comics are 10, and the Apex Cavalcade is 10. So 2 for 20.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
gotcha.
yeah, you got Sea Demon. Yeah, you got the yeah. There you
Hand
go.
drawn.
Yes, it's the Sea Demon there, Rex. Remember our early designs? That's it.
Mhm. Well, I've never seen these early designs. Not this.
Yeah. Yeah, now you have.
He looks angry.
There's one in existence, and Citizen has it. I don't have these anymore. That's the thing. I like to give.
I hope you scan that so that you'd have a copy of it.
Oh, I know what it looks like.
I could scan it for you.
Yeah, if you can scan it for it, it'd be awesome.
Put up on the Instagram or something.
Put on Instagram. Yeah, man. I appreciate that.
By the way,
it's
Apex, I can't find you on Instagram. My first account got hacked.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to restart it. So,
it's Brett.Cantrell.56 on Instagram. I gotta put that in there too.
All right.
Yeah. Brett.Cantrell.56. That's on Instagram. Now the whole world knows where I am.
That's right. Now they're gonna find you.
You'll be able to find me. About time they all know who I am anyway, so why not?
Also, I have this beauty.
Oh yeah, man, the American versus Amabo.
Sorry about the
this
light
is
here.
Jim Steranko influence from the Captain America pinup they did way back
Oh,
when.
nice.
Yeah. There it is, folks. There's you got the package. Did you get the mystery box?
Well, this was from when I won your contest for most comments on your channel.
You did.
That was before I deleted my old channel, but I had I sat there and watched all of your videos. I binge watched them from beginning to end and commented on each one for the contest. And I came in second place, but I got this beauty. I love this.
See, folks, you're a subscriber to my channel. I run contests every once in a while, and you too could be a winner of one of these masterpieces there that Citizen's holding right now.
And this came with the same prize package as the Marvel Zombies.
Oh, yeah. Look at the zombies. Holy crap. That's scary. Oh, my God. Is that Morbius? I forget.
There you go, Apex. Send me my comic.
Yeah, okay. Oh, good. I got paid. Yay. So did you get the 2 books or the 1 book?
I got the 2.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Woo! I'm trying to pay a lot of bills. That's been overwhelming. So I appreciate all the support, everyone. Thank you so much. I try to get my head out of the water. So yeah, what's a comic creator to do? So,
I hear you.
I'm not seeing your link, Corey, in the chat.
You know, it didn't actually produce the link. Well, maybe you guys can't see me in the chat. I don't know how that works.
Oh, did you put it? Oh, global comic. Hold on, let me go copy this. Sorry, my bad.
That's all right.
Real quick.
Or was that in private chat?
Oh God,
I'll put it in both. I might not be. I don't know how your public chat's set up. Some public chats, if you post links, they don't show up.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, okay. Let me go and highlight this one. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can copy link. There we go. There we go. And I'll put that in the chat. I'll put it into the mighty chat. Paste. Here we go. Here's the Global Comics link, everyone, in the chat. Go and check it out. Hey, hail. Hail to the whales.
Hail to the whales.
Hail to the whales. Make sure whales get their blowholes cleaned by the other fish and sea. I don't know why I said it. I'm sure that was a hidden story. Hemingway may have written that before. No, maybe not. Maybe when he was drunk. So anyway. That was wild. All right. So I like to thank everyone checking the show out.
Just
again.
to let you know, it says this site can't be reached. So
it can't be reached? Oh,
really?
no.
That's not good.
The Global Comics link.
yeah, the mini comics I'm going to reproduce, so it will take a little time to get back into it, but I will deliver both packages. No worries. You seen them in the flesh, and I will have
Yeah,
them
just
out.
wait to send them all at one time.
I'll just send them out one time. So yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
I do have the art for it for each one, and I'm going to take a little time to produce it, but I will get it done because I love people who buy my stuff, and I appreciate it a lot. A lot. I do. I do.
Well,
And here
next
we go.
week, just to let you know that
Yeah.
Vic will be starting on the sequential pages for Sea Demon, the first leg, and then
Oh,
after he gets that done, you can flex your muscles.
oh yes, cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon. That's gonna be really cool. I'm finally we're getting Rex's project into flesh, getting it out, getting
Yeah,
it
it's coming
produced.
together. It's coming together. I
It's
have
all coming
6.
together.
Mine's like an anthology, Corey.
They've
I
got
think
doll
Citizen knows
eyes.
about it. It has 6 stories in it, 3 horror, 3 hero stories, but there's heroes in the horror stories too. They're standalone stories, but it's all an interconnected universe. And I'll have 5 stories in 2 and 4 stories in 3, issue 3, and so forth and so on until it just distills down into one title
Citizen
with
three
the
three
climax.
three.
Now you know you can't call that a lightsaber because
It's a fire sword.
okay, a fire sword. Okay.
There you go.
It's a saber of light.
Saber of light. There you go.
Well, if you can get that passed,
Wolfer, hail, how you doing? Wolfer,
hey Wolfer.
hail chat. Wolfer, hey
Hell,
Wolfer. Yes, more Wolfer. Hail Shadok.
Hey,
Yay.
Wolfer.
Wolfer.
well, thanks,
There you go.
Citizen, for showing
Thank
up.
you,
And
Citizen. Yes.
I mean, you were in the title, so
You're in the
and
title. Might as well show up. Oh, I'm gonna
thank
show up.
thank you, Corey, for coming on.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah,
I hope
absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys, and appreciate everybody's support and everything. And y'all have a wonderful weekend.
you
Keep
too.
creating those comics.
That's right.
Keep collecting, keep creating. That's what we have. We have each other, and we'll go ahead and spread the word, spread our books around to internationally, and get those eyes on them, and have people enjoy reading again. They can get away from the video games after a while. It's like I'm tired of playing video games. I want to read some comics. Well, this is a chance to support your indie comic creators on Kickstarter and Indiegogo or Zoop or wherever you want, or any of the websites available to check out. So yeah, there we go. I really hope you aren't furry Wolford, but I guess I don't know. Are you a furry? No, I don't think so. No, you're cool. Bourbon, the drink of the gods. There you
We
go.
know Apex Wolfer is Motor Troller from the old John Talks chat.
Oh yeah, he is, man. I love seeing John Talks people in here, man. You and I were on John Talks, and we're all in the chat. I miss John Talks. I miss his live. I gotta have him on here. I
Yeah.
keep saying I do want to have John Talks, and I will. I'm gonna do see if I'm sure he's still on Twitter. I'll see if he is. I'll catch up with him.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if he came on with you.
I'll invite you too, definitely. That'd be fun. We'll have a fun show. We'll talk comics. I remember he has a bunch of comics on his wall. John Talks. If you're not familiar with John Talks, he talks basically just current events and things like that. But he happens to be a comic book enthusiast, and he has all these old '90s comic books on his wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
back in the day, he used to talk about comics and movies and pop culture,
Yeah.
and he kind of changed his channel, to political stuff. But back in the day, it was his chats were a riot. It was so fun. His shows were great. And,
Oh,
yeah,
no. I remember
good
being in those
times.
chats. It's fun. So, John Talks is on. Oh, I'll go catch him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope he goes back to it again. But, however he feels like doing it, he does what he does. So, anyway, if you haven't subscribed to John Talks, just, check him out on YouTube. He's pretty cool. He has all these funny Biden videos and things like that. And we also have, hey, Rex, you go ahead and share your screen. We'll go and play your trailer.
Okay. You want
Guys,
me to?
YouTube channel. Subscribe to Devil Flower Rex, and also buy his Ashcan. It's still in demand on Indiegogo. He's got 2 actually 2 ash cans. So
There you go.
$10, make you holler. Only $6
Well,
shipping.
it's going to be
good.
combined into one book because 12
Is it?
pages is hard to staple. So I just made it all into 24 page ash can, 2 trading cards,
2
a
trading
bookmark,
cards.
and we're going to print here, just as quick as they can get it together. They're working on
Nice.
laying it out right now to go to print.
Well, let's play this
Okay.
beautiful trailer. There you go. Thank
There you
you,
go.
everybody. Thanks for checking this show out. Please share this video, live stream to all your favorite social media, your Twitter, your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. Spread the word. Don't be a nerd. Well, be a nerd and spread the word. There you go. There you go.
Good to be on with you again, Citizen.
Yeah.
You too, Rex.
right.
You too, Apex, and Corey.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you virtually.
Corey,
You know,
thanks for
virtual
coming on.
handshake.
You're trying
Nice
to
to meet you,
say.
buddy. You guys have been really great. I really appreciate the time. Y'all are awesome.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Have fun. Have a great week. Until next time, ciao for now. Keep
Ciao.
collecting.
Absolutely.